Cheers.
Cheers.
To what?
Cereal.
Cereal.
We're live.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. This is coming out Christmas week.
It's coming out after Christmas. But we needed to wear matching Christmas pajamas because
It's fun.
Because it's fun. 'Tis the season, you know? We got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
What's the topic?
We're talking all about cereal, my friend. Why cereal?
Yeah.
Glad you asked. Because cereal is a huge deal right now. It's a big, hot topic in America. You know why?
I do know why.
Well, tell me. I know you know why.
Well, I would say it's one of the most popular breakfast options for people. For kids, specifically. And along with that, it is probably one of the top ultra-processed foods in our grocery aisles.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole aisle dedicated to it. An entire aisle of just boxes of cereal.
They're running out of new ideas, so they're just putting existing cereals together, like the Kelsey Brothers.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on the Kelsey
It's like
Brothers.
Reese's Puffs, Trix,
Lucky Charms.
all in one.
All exploded together. And people freaked out about it. They were so excited because cereal is nostalgic. Like, I grew up eating cereal. I know you grew up eating cereal.
I love cereal.
Still love cereal.
I still love cereal.
I love cereal too. And I think it's kind of been bastardized in our country because these big corporate giants like Kellogg's and General Mills have made it so that they prioritize profit over quality
Always.
of ingredients. It's kind of just how it is in corporate America.
And you got shareholders to please.
But we're talking about like millions and millions of children who are eating these cereals that are just like metabolic disasters. They're really high in sugar. They're made with wheat flour is usually the first ingredient. And that's ultra processed, refined. It's basically like eating sugar. I think that there are ways to make our favorite foods better. Like we talked about pizza last week. Like optimizing the quality of our ingredients. Today we're talking about cereal, and I think the biggest issue that's being called out right now is the artificial colors. So these cereal companies are manufacturing in the United States 2 different types of cereal. One, they can make a lot cheaper because they can use artificial colors, and they're giving that to American children. The other costs a little bit more to dye them up to use the natural food-derived colors from
Carrots, beets, turmeric,
watermelon,
blueberries.
They're exporting those to Canada because Canada doesn't allow artificial flavors and colors. Definitely not they don't allow artificial colors in their cereal. It's banned. It's banned pretty much everywhere except for the United States.
It's so vibrant. I'm like, the only way they're doing that is with chemicals. And like that should turn everybody off.
And it does. I think the problem is a lack of education. You don't know what you don't know, but then once you learn something, you can't unlearn it.
And your kids are just pulling you in the grocery store. One of the other big issues is the marketing towards kids, obviously, with Tony the Tiger.
The little
Toucan
leprechaun
Sam.
dude. Yeah, they all have cartoons. Those cartoon characters are also banned in other countries. Like, other countries know how that brings children in, and they don't allow they don't allow junk food marketing, period, between the hours of like 8 a.m. to like 11 p.m. Like, there's no marketing allowed on television in other countries. Like, they're doing their due diligence to protect their kids. The same is not happening. So we've known cereal is bad for us for a very long time. And what I love is that there are companies out there who are trying to make a bad thing better. And with cereal, we're seeing a lot of lower sugar alternatives, a lot of keto alternatives, higher protein cereals, and we wanted to highlight one that's pretty popular, and we were going to do a taste test. Magic Spoon. Really, it's super popular.
It is.
And I think there's this belief that it's lower sugar, so it's better, which, yeah.
Sure.
That's obviously true. It's better. There's no artificial colors like there are in Kellogg's or General Mills. Those...
Petroleum-based food coloring.
That's such a good point. They're made out of gasoline. They are. That's what petroleum is. Right?
Yeah, or like crude oil. I feel like the general population is good now at understanding the macros. Fat, protein, sugars, and like, okay, obviously low sugar now is pretty much accepted.
Better. We know it's better for us. We know sugar is bad.
But like, that's good that people understand that, but now they have to take it the step further and start reading ingredients.
Most people look at calories and they're like, oh, 140 calories in 1 cup, which honestly isn't that bad. But what makes up those calories? That's what's important, because that's what's going to impact your blood sugar, your gut microbiome, your brain, your inflammation.
So what makes it up?
We have a milk protein blend.
Casein, whey, protein concentrate.
Doesn't say grass-fed or anything, probably from conventional cows, not high quality. We all know dairy is pretty inflammatory. The fact that I put casein first makes me think that it's even more inflammatory, because casein is a higher inflammatory milk protein than whey. Anyway.
Next, we got a sweetener blend of allulose and monk fruit extract.
So that's what makes it 0 total sugars, 0 added sugars, is because they're using monk fruit and allulose.
Generally, pretty good response from people.
Some people have gut issues when it comes to monk fruit.
That's probably going to be really individualized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll make them bloated, but it's something to pay attention to if you're eating Magic Spoon and you feel bloated after. Could be from the casein or the monk fruit.
Next up, an oil blend. Dun, dun, dun. In parentheses, high oleic sunflower oil and avocado oil.
But what's first?
I'm thinking they just stick the avocado oil. They could put a drop in a gallon of sunflower oil and they would be able to put avocado oil on the ingredient list. So people are like, oh, there's avocado oil. That's pretty good. So it's not all bad, but
where the ingredient is listed on the ingredient list also matters. Whatever is the highest by volume or quantity will be up towards the top, and whatever is the lowest will be down towards the bottom. So the fact that sunflower oil is up there means
there's a good amount in there.
Yeah.
Then moving on down, we have tapioca starch. The better option. Not organic. None of these are organic, which some might matter, some might not.
Mind you, this is a $9 box of cereal, so it should be organic.
Next, we got cocoa powder. That's good. Inulin. That just makes my stomach hurt reading that.
Well, that makes sense.
But it's probably good. It's probably good fiber.
It is. It's a prebiotic fiber, and that inulin is what is giving this cereal 2 grams of fiber.
What's the allulose doing?
Nobody knows. Allulose is like a very new sugar alternative, and there's not a lot of research on it, but so far so
read
good.
The information call out.
Oh.
On allulose.
Go for it.
Allulose is a special type of sugar that contains only 10% of the calories of regular sugar and is only slightly metabolized by your body. This means it barely impacts blood sugar levels, all while having the same familiar taste and texture as regular sugar. Overall, ingredients way better than your normal cereal. But depending on the individual, could have negative effects from any of those ingredients.
Just ask Mike Stiles. He said, massive GI issues. Box needs a warning label with about 15 exclamation points. I chipped a tooth on one of the pieces that was overcooked on my first box. Then found out that this stuff causes constipation. I'm 6 days without and miserable. Lots of advertising, not a lot of warnings.
6
Shame on
days?
this company. Yeah, Mike, I think that like you might need to go to the hospital
6
if that
days
goes on any
without
longer.
a bowel movement?
That's what he said. Massive GI issues. So, yeah.
That was recent, Mike. I hope you're doing all right.
We send our best. I don't mean to laugh. We're gonna try this cereal, and we wanted to read a couple of reviews first.
I don't think I've ever tried it.
I've never tried it either. It doesn't look good just based on the quality of the box. The box is super flimsy. It feels like it's barely held together. It's really a low quality box. I'm not happy with that for $9. Andrew W. says, I scoured reviews before buying this, and I wonder if the really positive reviews were paid, because this cereal is disgusting. The texture is okay at first, but the more you chew it, the more it feels like wet cardboard in your mouth. The flavor might be okay at first. The aftertaste is not worth it. It's kind of bitter, ? Then there's a slightly oily mouthfeel afterwards.
Ugh.
I wonder if that's the sunflower oil.
I would hope so.
I couldn't stand to finish 3 spoonfuls. I gave boxes to friends who also have protein goals. Moral of the story, don't get your protein from cereal. They agreed that they couldn't stomach them. This is $50 worth of garbage in all caps, and then exactly where it went. Just your normal cereal. So, with that said, I'm not super excited to try it, but I also kind of am.
Me too.
Let's give it a go. Are you serious?
$9?
That is a crime. Oh, by the way, after we're done taste testing these cereals, we're going to make our own. Did we say that?
I don't think we said it.
I don't want to waste our good milk if this is going to
seriously.
taste like crap. Not going to let it get, like, soggy first. It's pretty good. Oh, shit. Okay, I don't taste the cardboard.
It tastes like protein powder. Like if you're used to taking protein powder, it tastes like protein powder.
Oh, well then the gym bros will probably...
Right.
That's why they love the cereal so much. Okay, honestly, it's not that bad.
Mouth feels pretty good.
It does feel kind of oily.
It does feel kind of oily.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
I'm nervous about chipping a tooth. That piece looks a little overbaked. Careful on that one.
Okay, well, we're still eating it, so...
I like it.
I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Which is high.
7 is maybe a little high.
I'm
Maybe
being,
like
I'm being generous right now.
6, 7. The aftermouth feel is weird.
It's weird. Yeah.
Taste, not bad.
Tastes not bad. Alright, now we have another healthy cereal that we're going to try.
One of my favorites. Cocoa Chimps!
It's organic, so one step up. This was half the price as Magic Spoon, and I will say...
This was cheap. I
Yeah,
feel like it's over closer to 6 normally now.
it's on sale.
It was on sale for $4.50.
The box is a lot more stable, it feels like. A lot more durable than this. Like, I literally feel like this I could just rip in half with my bare hands in like 2 seconds. Some perks of the Cocoa Chimps are better ingredients.
Better ingredients for sure, I would say. Marketing. Some marketing to kids for sure, but they hit you with some Some facts about saving the chimps.
That's
Together we're saving
educational.
chimps, one breakfast at a time.
Wow.
And then it gives you some chimp facts
Can you read us some chimp
by the
facts?
Jane Goodall Institute. Where do chimps sleep? They make a nest of leaves and treetops. How do chimps get food? Chimps make their own tools like stems and stones to crack open nuts.
Tell me we didn't evolve from chimps.
We did. They've donated more than $4.2 million so far. We donate a portion of sales to environmental, education, and animal conservation projects that help support endangered and vulnerable animals.
All right, so it's not just corporate greed. Kellogg's, what are you doing for the
What are you
environment?
doing, Kellogg's?
Are you saving the chimps? No, you're killing the kids. Extreme, maybe.
Do we want to compare the macros first?
Sure.
We got 1 gram of total fat. This is a cup. A cup, yeah. That's 7
This
grams.
has 7 grams of fat from sunflower oil.
This is 3 grams of dietary fiber.
This is 2.
12 grams of total sugar. 10 of which is added sugars.
Okay.
And 3 grams of protein. A good amount of sugar.
No protein. This is higher protein. It's also incredibly processed, both of them. But the protein
Only
here.
10 grams more protein.
But if you're trying to
Being marketed
make the
as like high
gains,
protein, it's still only 13 grams.
that's 2 eggs. You could have 2 eggs for the same amount of calories
Okay.
and none of this crap and the same amount of protein. Anyway,
So people are eating this to get protein,
and to not have a
to
blood
get something
sugar
out of
spike.
it in a healthy way. I'm eating this not to get anything out of it except for pleasure.
And I think that's kind of what cereal should be.
You should not eat it for breakfast. It should be eaten at appropriate times of the day.
Dessert,
Dessert,
snack after
a
lunch.
workout.
I don't think that sugar is the devil. I don't think that
I don't.
sugar is the enemy, especially if you're an active individual. I think for people who have type 2 diabetes, sugar is probably the enemy, and that's why they go for this too. But sugar in the right context, if you're living a healthy, well-rounded lifestyle, isn't terrible for you. And it's usually what we eat in combination with the sugar.
So let's see where the sugar is coming from.
Let's see.
First ingredient, organic whole grain cornmeal. And then next is organic regular. And then we have organic cane sugar. Just cane sugar.
Better than high fructose corn syrup. Holla.
And then we have fair trade cocoa powder. Organic. So the fact that they throw fair trade on there makes it a little bit better quality. Organic molasses. Organic chocolate flavor.
Question mark.
And then organic tapioca starch. And sea salt. Tapioca starch all the way down the bottom. Not that much.
I'd rate the ingredients for this. Let's both say what we think. In 3, 2, 1, 6.
I'm gonna go 7.3.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing decimals. We would have never
Always.
guessed the same thing. Alright, now let's try it. I can't wait any longer.
And it's vegan.
Oh, thank God. Our milk
Pull it all
isn't.
the way out.
What?
Pull it
Oh,
Way more.
wait. Let's do a side by side.
There's a little bit more.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
probably just look at the weights. This is 10 ounces. What's that one?
7 ounces. Magic spoon, 7 ounces. That means more than $1 per ounce. That's kind of sick. All right.
Do we have to taste test this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so we can compare. I mean, you already know what it tastes like. Have I had this? I probably tasted it, but you get it. I'm not a big cereal gal. These ingredients are better, but to me, they're still not the best, which is why we're gonna make our own cereal. All right, did you get the oil out of your mouth?
Yeah. Mmm.
That's a crunch right there. They look like Cocoa Puffs.
It tastes pretty close to Cocoa Puffs.
Okay, that's way better.
Way better. So that's my favorite.
It's way better because it's way more pleasurable. Like, this is what cereal should taste like. Okay,
Cocoa Gems.
it's gonna be hard to top, but dang it, we're gonna try. Alright. Rate it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8.2. Oh my god!
You said, we're doing decimals, we're never gonna get it.
Holy crap. That was awesome.
That was some Christmas magic for you.
We didn't even plan that. Alright. Now it's time to make our own better cereal.
Which we've never done before.
It's super simple. The recipe that I found, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. So we have organic, unbleached, all-purpose flour, almond butter, cocoa powder, and
Honey.
egg, vanilla. We're gonna do a time lapse as we prepare, and we'll have the recipe in the caption. Let's get going.
That was a lot of work.
I'm sweating.
I kind of hope they don't turn out good because I don't really want to do that again.
It was an arduous process.
Arduous?
Very labor intensive.
Got better at it.
Got better at it as we went along. Here are my monstrosities.
Mine look pretty good.
Evan's look absolutely
My
too
dough was
perfect.
better than yours to work with.
Yeah, he used chocolate protein powder instead of cocoa powder, and I think that helped with the consistency because mine looked super dry. It was tough. I'm sweating. I'm ready to be done with this. So we're gonna bake them now, and we'll do a taste
See what
test.
happens.
See how they come out. If it's worth it.
They better be damn good.
Right now, it doesn't seem worth it.
The dough didn't taste super flavorful either, so I don't have high hopes.
I'm kind of leaning towards Cocoa Chimps as being the victor here, but let's see.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Babe, that was on camera.
Oh my god. Busted. I love this man. I love him right here, and I love his stash. You didn't say anything about your stash.
Guilty.
The Christmas stash. You're not a part of Salt Lake City, Utah if you don't have a stash.
Lots of stashes.
Lots of stashes. Alright. Are we ready? Evan's came out a lot better than mine.
I don't know.
I mean, they look pretty legit, but will they taste legit? Here's my little reindeer turds. They look more like Cocoa Puffs, kind of. I like the sound. They sound dense. Okay.
God, let's not waste too much milk.
We wanted to do clear glass so we could see if it had the effect of cereal. I can already tell that yours is floating and mine is sinking. I think I might need a little more just to confirm. My cereal, in fact, does sink. Cereal's supposed to float, right?
It was hard to tell because they're underneath other ones.
Thanks, babe.
Should I give it a go?
Yeah, taste it. You gotta go first. We both have to taste each other's. Evan has a high protein. You have high expectations. I am gonna love it. I can already tell. What is it? Does it taste like cardboard?
It don't really taste like anything.
Okay, one wasn't good. The other one was good.
Nothing.
Nothing what? No
Don't taste like anything.
I like yours. I mean, it doesn't taste like anything, but it's got a nice texture.
It's gonna break a tooth.
I don't think they're terrible.
Not terrible. We like them better just as a little snack you pop in your mouth.
They kind of taste like...
They're pretty good. Especially with the salt on them.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like cereal. It tastes like...
It's not cereal. But it can be something else. Like, what are those things you get at the gas station?
Versus chickpeas.
No, like corn nuts. That's what they're kind of like. They're pretty good by themselves.
Alright.
I would not pour milk on them ever. Not cereal.
Okay, so what have we learned from this experience?
It's hard to make cereal.
It's hard to make cereal. It's very time consuming. We rolled every single one of these balls by hand. So I can see why it's a convenience food to get it from the store, because who wants to spend time doing that? I mean, it took us like an hour.
I could snack on these all day though.
Really?
Yeah, especially if we like season them up with something like savory, like a chili lime or something.
Ooh, now
I would
you're
snack
talking.
on these all day. They're good by themselves.
But it's like they should be chickpeas, but they're not. But if you have time to make your own cereal, try it. Experiment. Maybe find a recipe that isn't the one that we used.
Shout out to whoever wrote a recipe.
I think it was a vegan recipe, so there were already problems.
That'll do it.
Yeah, it called for almond milk and not our good old fashioned low temp pasteurized, non-homogenized cream at the top, which is just high quality. But I think the verdict is, if you're gonna eat cereal and you want it to be quick, try and get a better option than Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms.
There's way better options than cocoa chips though.
Yeah, there's also 7 Sundays is another great cereal.
I don't think they're as
option.
close to cereal as this is though.
Yeah, this is the most cereal, like, healthy cereal that we've come across.
Yeah.
And if you want protein for breakfast, you're not gonna get it from cereal. Don't look to cereal for protein. Look to eggs, dinner for breakfast, leftover steak, chicken, hamburger, not cereal. But if you have kids, little workers that would get joy out of rolling little balls of cereal, it could be a fun family activity, right? That would have been cool if I got that. Alright, now you try. Okay. It's because yours are too small. If I have one of my big Mondo burger. Stella, don't eat that. There's chocolate in there.
Alright.
Alright. Signing off. To be continued. Still not good.